Good morning. It is about 7:30 on a Thursday, and I wouldn't say I'm just getting up. I got up at like 5 for no reason, and instead of going back to bed, I just kind of stayed up and like went on like YouTube and like other things. And now I'm sleepy. Go figure. So I don't actually have to be in the office, air quotes, at work until 9:30. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a nappy nap and see if I can get a little bit more rest because I have so much work to do today. I have work for a bus to do, and then I kind of have to squeeze in some other work to do as well. I'm gonna get some more sleep, and then I'm gonna show you my morning routine and a little bit of, the morning with work. I might go to a co-working spot because my apartment is nice, but I feel like sometimes when it's like a really heavy work day, it's better to be in like a more controlled environment where all my vices aren't. What do you guys think? Do any of you work from home? Do you like working from home completely, or do you like to go and like be amongst people? I think there's like this stereotype that writers like cafes, like to write in cafes, and I think about that a lot because cafes are loud, they have a lot of foot traffic, and people don't really like you sitting there like for all the time. So I kind of feel like maybe that's like an outdated stereotype. Maybe it was like, if this is like a cafe in like 1963 or like 1924 or like 1984 or something like that. But I don't know. I don't think it's the move to be like working remotely from a cafe because I have to take meetings and stuff. But there's a co-working spot here that I really like, and I've gone a few times, and it definitely gives me a good break from the monotony of being, at home all the time. I wanna be with you. I wanna. Hey, what's up? So I've been working all day. It's about 4 actually, and I haven't eaten. Unfortunately, sometimes I forget to eat. And today was one of those days. I kind of snacked. I had like, some yogurt and coffee, and I think I had like a peanut butter jelly sandwich like way early in the morning at like 5. But this is gonna be my first real official meal of the day. I have been working and did not feel like cooking, so I went up the street to one of the little places and got kind of like they call it pork chook. I think it's like carne asada, and it comes with like, it's like a set, so it comes with like rice and beans and meat and all this stuff. And I wanted to show you what you can get for about 70 or 80 Mexican pesos. And what's in it? We have the tortillas. Then there's some, I thought there was gonna be beans. They gave me soup. But I mean, I don't really mess around with soup very much, so it tastes good. There's some type of soup up.
I'm gonna make sure though next time I get beans because I don't really want to mess around with soup. They give you different salsas. This is some type of spicy thing. They give you some rice. I'm not gonna use this rice because I don't really eat white rice all like that. So I have some quinoa left over from dinner last night, so I'm just gonna swap that out. Although I might keep this because I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's nice to have a little something on hand. But I feel like I shouldn't eat this. I'm just gonna throw this away. I hate wasting food. I'm just gonna throw it away. And then for the main event, this is, oh, that's a lot of avocado. Oh, they did give me beans. They gave me beans. So that's what it is. Avocado, frijoles, the pork chook. A little bit of ensalada, and then a very, very oddly healthy wedge of lemon. Sometimes some places be sending some lemon. I just started buying my own lemon because sometimes places be sending lemon and the lemon be like on its last leg and it's like, this isn't good. But this is 80 Mexican pesos. Hey, what's up? So it's afternoon on Friday. I have come to this place called Connection 60, and it is a co-working spot. I think there's some other co-working spots in Merida, but I feel like this is the best one, and I've heard the best things about here, and I've been here a few times and I really like it. Right now I am in one of their little phone booths, as they call them, which is just basically like a private, I'm not sure how soundless it is actually, a private booth where you can have private phone calls and stuff. So I'm getting ready to conduct an interview with Redacted. I can't tell you exactly who the interview is with because it's a cover story for our spring issue. That's right, I'm writing the cover story for the spring issue of Buzz, so I'm very, very excited about that. It's not my first cover story. I wrote a cover story for City Weekend about music festivals, but it is my first story about one person that's this long, so it's going to be about 2,500 words. So you saw me earlier coming up with my questions. I like to do those handwritten because I feel like writing things by hand kind of makes it flow a little bit better. It makes your mind flow a little bit better. And since I write for work, I very seldom get to write by hand these days. So I take that opportunity when I can. So I have a bunch of questions, and there's definitely some questions I have to get to, and it's going to be a flow of the interview. I went over some interview tips with Emily Rims, which is the managing editor of Buzz. She writes a lot of the profiles that you see in the magazine. So one of the first tips that she gave me was that they're always there to promote something. So if they're promoting something, you need to get to it relatively early, of course, she have to do a lot of that, you know, background, where you're from, how'd you get into this and that, blah 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 blah. But if they're doing press to promote a project, so talking a little bit about that project early on is, I guess, desirable. And then of course, you want to have different, like, as many personal questions, or like, you know, questions that are kind of like revealing of like who the person is, you know, behind, outside of the artist. You want to have some of those. And she also gave me a really good tip that if there are any controversial questions, that I should probably leave those till the end of the interview, because you don't want them to like cut the interview short or get really mad or something like that. And then if it's at the end of the interview, it's like, okay, fine, we can just move on from that, or end the interview. So yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm definitely going to make sure that I ask this person, are you a feminist? Because even though I actually know that they are, it's better to have a conversation about that and get their ideas on why they're a feminist or not, or what feminism actually means to them. And I really think that, you know, as a feminist publication, it would probably be a real travesty if I did not ask my subject, especially for like a big piece like this. If I didn't ask, like, are you a feminist, I would probably get fired. So wish me luck, and I guess in a few months you'll see who I interview.